Now let's look at synthetic division. So for synthetic division, we can only use it when we are dividing by a binomial, and that binomial has to have a power of 1. Because that is the case here, we're good to go. Remember to fill in your gaps. So for synthetic division, we're going to take out the opposite of the constant, and then we're going to fill in the coefficients. 4, 0 for the x squared, 1 for x, and 7 for my constant. Leave some space and draw a line. So no variables in our work, just numbers. Now, after we set it up, we bring down the first term, which is 4. We now multiply. 2 times 4 is 8. Add those together is 8. Multiply again. 2 times 8 is 16. Add those together, we get 17. Multiply again. 2 times 17 is 34. Add those together, and we get 41. This here is my remainder. So clearly it did not go in evenly. I now work backwards. If this is my remainder, this is my constant, this is x to the first, and this is x squared. So my final answer is 4x squared plus 8x plus 17, and then plus the remainder, which is 41 over x minus 2. What if there's a coefficient in my binomial? So again, I'm dividing by a binomial and that power is 1, so I can use synthetic division, but this time there's a coefficient. So we're going to have an additional step. I'll start off similarly. We'll have a positive 1 out front, and then we'll fill in with our coefficients. So we have 4, a 0 because there's no x to the third term, then negative 5, positive 2, and 3. We'll bring down our first term, but this is where it's different. Now, because that coefficient is a 2, we're going to divide this row by that coefficient, which is 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now we go about the same process as before. 1 times 2 is 2. Add that is 2. Now divide by the 2 out front, which is 1. Multiply again. 1 times 1 is 1. Add those together, negative 4. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Multiply again. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Add those together is 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. Add 3. Now we stop here. We do not divide the remainder because remember, we write the remainder over the binomial, and that takes care of the dividing. So here's my remainder, my constant, x to the first, x to the second, x to the third. So our final answer is 2x to the third plus 1x squared minus 2x, no constant, so then plus the remainder of 3 over 2x minus 1. And there's your final answer.